They tried burning down that mall over here multiple times.
During the height of last summer's protests, some residents in North Minneapolis didn't call police. They called a group of armed volunteers.
A lot of us are from the community, and so we had the slogan, "From the community, by the community."
The Minnesota freedom fighters patrolled neighborhoods and provided security for rallies and memorials. But in a city searching for new ways of policing, they say they're not the answer.
We are not replacing the police. We are not the police.
Last year, amidst nationwide protests after George Floyd's death, it seemed Minneapolis politicians were poised to take unprecedented steps.
Our commitment is to end our city's toxic relationship with the Minneapolis Police Department, to end policing as we know it.
10 months later, there have been minor changes, but activists say they fall well short of what was promised.
We have not changed. We've actually stepped back a little bit.
She says police culture in Minnesota has barely evolved since Philando Castile was shot by an officer on this spot 5 years ago.
This is police brutality!
Just last week, she points out, a white officer appears to have punched a black teen during a confrontation.
You know, when you clean a room, sometimes it gets messier before it gets cleaner, and I think that's what's happening with the police officers.
Meanwhile, city councilors who once echoed protesters' calls now say their pledge was misinterpreted.
We did not commit, we did not pledge to defund the police.
City Council member Philippe Cunningham is instead proposing a new public safety department, merging police with other city services.
And what we fundamentally need is a new system of public safety that doesn't 100% rely on an armed police officer.
Further complicating the debate here, a rise in violent crime that has some who want reform in the odd position of advocating for more police.
To defund the police is reckless and it's dangerous.
Looming over all of this, the trial of Derek Chauvin.
Even if he gets convicted, goes to jail, that's still not justice because the system hasn't changed.
While expectations for the trial are low, Van Knight is optimistic that no matter the result, George Floyd's spirit will continue to drive the movement forward. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, Minneapolis.